Hello, good evening and happy Sunday. Lovely to be with you again. This evening I am having a little bit of a recap. Some of my customers that follow me here will be in our Global Inspiration Stamp Team group. Now we've just had our usual bi-monthly event last weekend, and also we've had 12 days of Christmas running through the first 12 days of December. Now I was day 12, so I've been today. So I've done quite a few things today already. But the last one I did, I'm going to recap and then move on from that with some other ideas to share with you. So I thought you might like to see those. Plus everything is on my desk in front of me. So it makes sense just to go a little bit with the next stage that I sowed the seed of. Okay, so let's get down onto the desk and see who's going to come and join me this evening. Okay, so I'm going to be using the mini catalogue. I will show you some cards that I've done today, but I'm going to be enhanced. I'm going to go through a process and then use some mini cards and make some note cards. Now the papers I am using tonight are going to be from here. So these are probably going to be these ones here. I've used some of this one today, but I just showed her back again. Yes, Zena, I have had a busy day. But I'm thinking I'm going to use some of this, and I might even put some of the shade of spruce in, although I'll have to go and grab the ink pad maybe to go with that. So we're going to move on a little bit from what I've done in the Global Inspiration Team days today. So let's put that one down. Hi, Carol. Hi, Zena. What I do need to do is desperately need to find a small sentiment, a festive sentiment, but I need a little one. And I'm kind of got to go through what I've got. Let's have a flick through the catalogues, shall we? I know that this one's not. Let's just go through what I have. I don't have those, I have the papers. This one, the Berry Christmas, they aren't really what I call small. So I haven't got loads in here, but these are my two main ones. I've got these little words would be ideal, but I need kind of something. Maybe we could use joyous. Do you think joyous would work? Just as an individual little work all on its own. Hi, Sam. Hi, Helen. To Tosha, today. Well done for today, probably. Hi, Pat. Hi, everybody. That's lovely. I think I need a small word, and I've got a feeling joyous might work. Joyous because it's going to be using yeah, we could probably do that. It's small, but it's bulky. I kind of want the little mini words nearly like the other one, the merry, etc. that was in the other one. But hey, let's just play. Let's just get ink to paper. So what I shared today, I'm going to do a quick recap on that one, is I love to recycle. Hi again. Yeah, definitely busy. So I shared this shape, and what I did, I love to gut, don't I? So if I'm going to put something over the top of this, I really love to gut. So I have gutted the middles out of some cards here. Okay, so these ones came out of the middles, but then my mind went over time and kind of went on from something from this to go to do something else. So as many of you haven't seen what I did earlier, because you're not in the global group, I have cut another, I think I've got 12 of each. So we could rustle through some of these. 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, again, I've got 11s of things. I don't know why. I think I've miscounted on the other ones, but it doesn't matter. Whatever there is, we will do. So let me find the joyous first. I've been using the Festive Christmas from the Truck Bundle. That's been lovely, but it's not going to cut the mustard for this one. So let's get these two out. You see, we have these little merry words, but it's just not. You can't say merry and the big Christmas because the big Christmas is too big. Tried that one. So if we just go for the word joyous and see if that's going to float our boat today. So turn this all over. Okay, I haven't christened this one yet. So yes, that will fit on there nicely. Look. So we're going to have a go with that one. We're going to revisit the Stamparatus. And I'll take off this one. I had the festive one off here today, so let's just put that on a block over there under the stand. And I just want to wipe this over, just because there's a little bit of red on there. That'll be fine. So what I'm going to do is get this sentiment. I need it near the bottom of this piece. So the other ones I did upside down, but I'm going to have to do this one here into the corner. So if I put a magnet on there, get them apart. Okay, I just want to pick this up here. We have to be careful of not going too near to the spine, because it can be hard to get that to ink right to the corner. Okay. Obviously we know that the Stamparatus is gone now, but there are other makes on the market. So a lot of people have the Stamparatus, so I will not stop using it. Okay, just because it's a retired product. So I'm going to ink this up, but being careful not to hit the spine. Okay, and then we're going to stamp some of these. I have got all the layers here ready, you see, so it's going to be a quick process tonight. But we're going to do several cards, and this is all through gutting. So taking the middles out of our pieces. Okay, just get those out of the way. And reusing what I've done with my gutting. Okay, so just do a few of these. Be good to do them all, because it is going to be a quick process, and then just build. So chat to me in the group, say what you like, what you'd like to see, any ideas for future, for my live, maybe for Wednesday, and if I can accommodate, then I will. I've got a busy old week coming up, so we've got a retreat weekend next weekend, and I've got people here in the studio, and then I've got another WI, an evening. I've got customers in Monday, Tuesday, with Helen on Wednesday over in Kings Lynn. So lots going on. Hi Claire. So these are cute little cards, but they are going to be note card size. So Stamparatus just makes it really, really straightforward or any stamping platform would make it really straightforward, just getting them all in the same place at the same time. If I was to do one, I'd be over in 5-10 minutes. So I'll do several because I've cut the layers already. Okay. Itching to see what the next stage is, aren't you? I'm going to be doing some embossing, and then adhering these two together. But I'm doing a split embossing. It's not going to be embossing the whole piece. See how this is the way to do your Christmas cards. It really is. To have a day prepping and then just building. I was saying earlier how it's this is how I do my preparation for swaps when we get together as demonstrators, which will be the next live one will be in March. We'll hopefully be in Rotterdam. So I have all of these pieces here now. I now need to choose an embossing folder. Let's move all of this out of the way so you can see me. What I wanted to do was to use the music note, but I changed it to I did a bit of two different designs earlier on a bigger card and different. I might, that's too big though. We could, I want to keep it to Christmas. So I use the Christmas I can't use because the treble clef would be upside down on my piece, so I can't use that one. I used the snowflake earlier. I'm thinking I might actually use an exposed brick. Be Christmas. Would we like to have for Christmas? Would we go for the nice, neat little checkered one, or would we go for exposed brick? Which would you like to see? Will be a Christmas theme card, and it's going to be joyous. So either that or the snowflakes again. This one here is really too big. It's quite big and chunky words. And as we go into a smaller card, I think it's just we're not going to get any of the words on there at all in total. So decision time. Decisions. Somebody shout, first one in. Come on, so several people there. Somebody say either the crosshatch or the exposed brick, or snowflakes again. Who's about? First comment. You can't have left me already. Oh, basics. Basics, crisscross, is so exposed brick. Okay, that's fine. Right, I'll do a couple of these. Oh, I've got my things. I'll do a few of each, for a few of the crosshatch, the basics, and then a few of the other ones then. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to run these through. So I'm leaving it so that it's stuck out the end. So this is the effect that I want. I want it to be partly embossed. And so it's got a line coming across here. So you've got a plain piece with the greeting on it. And then it's got the embossing over there. Okay, so that's what the effect I'm trying to get. I love this one, the crosshatch. So well done to the ladies who commented first. Who were the first ones coming up? Angela and Carol. They both said crisscross. And Pam. Okay, so there's my first commenters today. You might have to receive one of these. Hey. Not the brick. Snowflakes. Oh, Zana wants snowflakes. You'll get to see the other ones because I have done some of the other ones earlier. So I've done snowflakes, Zana. I'm going left to right now. I'll just come out of there. All I'm doing is just leaving those text words just spare, just so you can see them. So that's 3 of these, and then I'll do 3 of the others. 3 of the exposed brick. Variety's nice, isn't it? Okay, variety is the spice of life. So because these are the 3D embossing folders, I'm just using this one plate over the top of it. I've lined it up along the side, and the hinge does go through first, so I have to be careful I turn it round. If you don't put the hinge through first, it can split. I've had them split when customers are using them because they haven't put them the right way round. So just bear that in mind. So that's one. Do the same here, just in the bottom end. So it's square along here and square along the wording. Okay, just there. Doesn't matter if it doesn't get exactly on top of each other. That's 1, that's 2. And then we'll do 1 more. Just get that in place again along the edge so it's parallel there. And run it through. That can go on the floor now. Out of the way. So we come back to these. So we've got 3 and 3. And we need 6 pieces of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And those can go over there. Okay, so what we're going to do is quickly pop these onto those pieces. Now, because these are textured, the textured layers, sometimes the texture is really lumpy. This one's quite gentle, the crosshatch, so that was a good suggestion. Now, these have, when they have gone through the contour dies, the scallop contour, can you see the stitching around the edge of that? When I've cut these, I've cut them so it's going to be bigger than the stitching because I wanted to maximise the size that I could get on there. So you're not actually going to see the stitched edge around there at all. It's just going to be just filling the area. Okay, so we'll put all of these on. A trusted Tombow, preferred glue for 95% of what I do. And you can see the little dusty bits on my mat here is just the bits from the dies when the little flaky bits around the edge come off. It because I've got everything prepared, that's why I'm doing several, because it's a quicker process. So just covering those scallop stitches, the edge stitch edges. So the tale behind this was that I'd had a swap card in Vegas, one of my swaps in Vegas that I really, really loved. And because of the texture on here, it was just a nice card. But this is a mini version, because I have these cut out from the middle of the others, and the waist, I've decided to go ahead and use all the pieces. This bumpy bit over well covered. That's in that one. And then the last one here. Get the dust off that. So how are you all doing for Christmas? How many people have done all their Christmas shopping or all their cards or feel they're totally organised? Because I need some of that. Yeah. So we've got 3 of each of those now, and they're ready to go on the note cards. So let me grab the note cards out. I've got another 5 here, and I've got one in the box somewhere up here. There we go. Make it go away. So one of the things I came across the other day, I was really disappointed looking for anything in twine or ribbons for cherry cobbler, and there is none. So it's a real shame that there's nothing this year in cherry cobbler. So I have used today, I'm going to use it again tonight, I'm going to use the natural twine, because it is natural for a reason. It does go with most things. So like I said on the intro, the graphic I put up, there's a lot of white space on these cards, but sometimes white space is really good. It shows the detail. And we're now going to put these on top of here in the centre. Okay, now I could put these on pads and then put the centre. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to put these on pads actually. Just going to find the dimensionals. That'll be different to the other ones then. So I put a big one in each corner. And then one in the middle. I could do a little one in the middle. Make them go a little bit further, just to prevent that sagging. And of course we want to make sure that it's the right way up. So this is going to go in the centre of our note card. So these are kind of babies to the other ones that I've done today. So they do look different. So covering these, 4, 1 in each corner, and a little one in the middle. I'll try and keep up with the comments. You've made all your cards. Well done, Lynette. That's fabulous. How have you had the time to do that? Have you been good during the year and done them as you go? Because that's the best way to do it. Every year I have good intentions. Never happens. Life just gets too busy. So this was a good exercise. Because I was day 12, I did 12 cards for the first set. I've still got to load the photos this evening, but I can do those later. Or I might wait for good light tomorrow. I did 12 on the first set. And then I've done some gifty things. So that's those 3. Now we're on to the texture, the embossed brick, exposed brick, sorry. But these would work with anything similar that you've got, any similar shapes, dies, etc. It's just a little bit of a technique as to what I'm actually doing and splitting the embossing. So it's not covering the whole piece. We've got a solid piece to stamp on. Oops. Sticking down before I want it. There we go. And these. Honestly, it shouldn't be a late night tonight because everything is neat and ready. I'm going to take some of these end pieces off as well. They're not quite full ones, but they are good. We always use our waste pieces as well. And then one of the little ones in the middle. There we go. Can you see how quickly it's coming together? Because the note cards come ready scored and ready to go. And they have the envelopes in there as well. And these were cut out from something else. Take a couple of those out. All these little bits going everywhere, look. So many backings. And of course my tweezers help. Can't craft without the tweezers. There we go. Last one. And there we go. So, I'm going to tip those in the bin because there's getting quite a few in there. Get rid of those. Clear the deck. And then we're off. Okay, so we've got these now. We've got two lots of 3 here. And dust off. So, the pieces that go across here are what I used earlier were these ones. Done almost all your cards for your present. Oh, well done. July, 3 or 4 a week. That's fantastic. And that's, I dream of being like that. So I used these ones on some cards earlier. One stave of the music notes coming across the middle there. Now, they are ready for the ones that I'm going to finish off from earlier. So I'll do some of those at the end if we get time. But what I was going to do on this one was to take some of these ones with the berries on. Okay, but I did feel that they needed a little bit of something extra. So we needed to have a piece of, whoa, look at that. How close is that? That was one of my pieces I just lifted out of here. So we want these to be the width of this on here. So let's measure. This was 5.5 centimetres. So this must be 5.5. It is just a tad under, but I think, no, that's not going to do. It won't do all of them. That was just lucky. That was a little bit wider. So 5.5, yes, we can cut that one down. Okay, get you away. So we will trim that to 5.5. So you want to be 5.5 on here, all the way down. So make sure in the middle it's straight as well. And go down there. Another piece of scrap. Now we switch to the little mini cutter. So now I want this to be wider than this strip, but I just want it to be just a little tiny bit either side. So I think I need that to be, probably 1.7 or 8. Okay, I'm going to cut this to 5.5 as well. So 5.5 is going to be that piece. And then, oh, there's more berries that end. 5.5. So that's going to be my little piece in the middle. And then this wants to be, let's say 1. I think we said 1.7 or 8, didn't we? Just test one and see how we go. Okay, so will that sit neatly in there? Oh, look at that, perfect. So let's get this one down. Okay, and then we'll pop it on the card and see how it looks. And then we can carry on with some more strips. Okay, what I did on the others, if they're bigger pieces, I tend to cut remnants. I just cut the strips and just stick a piece either side. And when you've got tiny pieces like this, it's just as well to do the whole thing. Now look at that, isn't that perfect? So because we've raised the backing, I'm going to put this one flat onto the card. Okay, and then this is going to come through the middle. It's going to bridge that gap so it can go higher or lower, wherever you want it, as long as you can read your sentiment. Okay, and because it's gone flat on there, I would probably put a bow on that one. I put the others on foam pads so I could tie the string underneath. So let's just grab a piece of, there's gold foil in here. So I'm going to look at the gold foil in here. I know there's one loose little piece. Oh, that's off the roll. get rid of the silver. We don't need silver today. So I'm going to tie a little quick bow. We'll come back to do the others in a sec. So I'm literally going to tie a little loop there and a little loop here. Okay, so those two there. Crisscross them over and push that round through the middle. Okay, and pull that tight whilst holding the end. So you can tidy that up by pulling the ends tight, tightening your little bow. You'll find one side sits better than the other. Just pull those tight and then trim the tails. Okay, I want it about there and there. Okay, now how I would fix that is with a little mini glue dot, which are buried under here. So if you roll one of these up into a little sausage on the back here, they're really tiny round circles. I don't know if you can see that. I just take my tweezers and I push it along and make a little round sausage, literally a little jelly sausage. Then I'll place it on here where I want to put it on my card. Okay, so I kind of would like to have that on that edge piece here. So if I place that down, the jelly dot, okay, and then place this through the middle of it. Okay, you can have one tail going upwards and one tail coming downwards, that doesn't matter. Then what I tend to do to sink it into the jelly dot, I press on the middle of it. Okay, and there is our little card. And I think that is so sweet. It's just cute. It's a note card size, so it's smaller. You found the tweezers? No, I haven't. This is my ones out of my travel kit. I had some on the table earlier, and I think that I'm waiting for one of my friends to come back. I think she picked them up yesterday, possibly, because we were sharing them between us. That's not a problem. So this is going to be 2.8. I have a travel kit that is always ready to go whenever I'm out. 1.8. Whenever I'm out and about, I just grab my travel kit. Okay. So I'm just going to cut a few more of these at 1.8. Okay, just a few mils either side of those strips. Okay, I'll do a few more. What do I need? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. You love them. They are what, the tweezers? The tweezers or the cards? I think I've got a few there. And now I'm going to get the DSP that I had earlier. We want to just get a little strip of this. So this needs to be 5.5, we said, didn't we, on here? 5.5 down and 5.5 at the bottom. Okay, so then what I do on here, I use, can you see these lines on here? I think I've moved my little table piece of it. These lines on here, you get a little wedge in here where you can actually rest it against. So that one there is 1.3. The next one in is a little bit more. So I'm going to try it on the second one and see how that works. You don't have to measure if you don't measure if you don't have to. That is perfect. So I'm going to do a few more of those on the inside one, the darker line. There's a little ridge and it naturally stops there. I don't care what the width is. If it's just a manageable piece, you can just line up, and there's no point to work out what your millimetres are. So a few more. Can't think how many that is, but let's just go for those at the moment and pop that to one side in case we get some time to do some more. So all of these are just going to be stuck together, and then they're going to go onto our projects. You can work out which way you think is upright and which is upside down. With foliage like this, it probably doesn't really matter a lot. It's going to go straight along that edge. There and there. Oops. Slide it to the ends. Okay. If it hangs over just slightly, I'm just going to snip that level. Okay, so that's going to come on this one, and then just adhesive on there because you're hitting the raised piece as well, so we're just going to pop that on there, but I want to keep my word free. Okay, so that's going to go on there. Just slide that over a little bit to the edge. There we go. Where did I put the finished one? Lost the other one now. It's disappeared. Oh dear, I say I've had a day of these. Oh, there we go. That's got the string on it. Okay, so just pop these ones together. So carry on chatting away. There we go. We haven't got a big family. We're quite small, so it's probably going to be just David and myself again over Christmas. We're seeing family before Christmas, so we'll be out and about. It's quite nice that you don't have to get have a relaxing day on Christmas Day. Not go out if it's snowing or raining or horrible weather. Oh, a little bit more on that end. So these are cute. You agree these are cute little cards, and they literally don't take a lot of materials just by using the insides of something else. Okay, just keep the word free at the bottom so you can see the heading, the top of your letters. Okay. These are lovely. Yeah, really cute. I'm going to show you the non-Christmassy ones. I think Sam was on here, so Sam made one of these yesterday with me. The non-Christmas ones. We did thank you cards, but they were on big size and they were totally different to these. We've changed the sentiment, we've changed the embossing folder, we've changed the size, we've changed the scallop. So we've changed pretty much everything, but it's still the same layout. Oops. And that's the last one of these. As long as there's a little bit of red either side, I don't mind. I would have used these ones today, but I thought that it needed that extra something, just because I can't have white on the white for the DSP. Okay, so we just got to tie the ribbon for the last ones. I'm going to roll these little glue dots up, so I'll do it again so you can see. I peel it back until I find the next one. Oh, there's one on the... I've switched over to going on here now. So I just push that along with the edge of a scissors or the edge of your tweezers. You get a little sausage on the end of your tweezers. So I'm going to place that on there, press it down and let go, and then tie a little bow. So we're going to do a little loop in that hand, criss them over, crisscross. Someone said this afternoon that they'd be good for little gift tags. So you could even do these even smaller with less background and have them on small, like tag size pieces. And that would be another way to use them. Okay, so the glue dot is there, press it in, and push it in just so it sinks into that little jelly dot, little glue dot in there. And that one's done as well. So another glue dot. How are we doing time wise? I'll do I don't know. Oh, I've done one of each up there, so I'll do one more of each. So one on there and one on this one. So push that in, and then we'll move on to the others to show you. So one there and one there. Tear that off and get rid of the rest. Two more bows. You just want to see my bow tying, don't you? A loop in that hand and a loop in that hand. Crisscross. Hold your tail so you don't let go of it and just pull the other one together. Okay, shrink your sides, these little loops. Oops, it's springy, this one. And keep them tight at all times. Make that one a little bit smaller and tighten it. Chop there, trim the tail and sink it in there. And then down with the bone folder. Because they're like jelly, that would just help it sink into there and not bounce off. And last but not least, loop in there, and round. Oops. There we go, pull the loops tight, chop the ends, and throw that over there, pop that on there. There we go, and sink it in there. Okay, there's not even really any need for gems on here because you've got bling in your actual pieces there. So that's 5. 4. Can't count, can I? Yeah, I've cut several, but there's basically 2 of each pattern, like so. Okay, if you want to put some bling on, you could, but you'd put a goldy one on there probably. So let's just. Tight. So I've got some of these. These are the festive pearls, and these have got the a red, like a mint green. I use those today, and silver today, and the gold ones down here. So I'll use these ones up first. Just shows you've got all the 4 colours on that one. So take your pick tool is ideal for getting these off there. So just slide that one up. The only place really I like to put them is one odd one at the top there. Okay, so put one on there, press it down, and one on there, press it down, one on there, and press it down. There we go. Just as a little something if you wanted to put more on, but a small card really doesn't need too much detail. Okay, so I hope you like those ones. Then we'll leave those there, and I'll bring down the ones I did, the larger ones that I did. So this is the full-size version, and oh, bless you, thank you. So these, I'll bring it back onto my mat there. These were the full-size version that I did. So this is a full-size card and a bigger panel. So these were the ones that I took gutted out the red. I gutted out these pieces before I went on air. So these were already prepared. Then I was thinking about these and what can I do with those. It lends itself to do something just as simple, but you have to have a smaller greeting to fit on there. So this was with the snowflake again, and I put the card flat. These ones we raised, these ones were flat, but I put the strip of paper on there, and it got the music notes on it. So I raised that, and then I fed the string underneath, the natural twine, and popped that underneath. So I've done a few of those as well, like so. They're all identical. Okay, so they've got 2 different designs there. You've got the big ones and the small ones. And then if I bring you what we had done with the birthday one. Okay, this was the plain one. This was the birthday one. So this again was this was raised. We had a little bit of fun and games playing with these, but yeah, we decided on this one. We actually cut the sentiment off, so we had a big piece and a small piece, and then bridged the gap with the piece of paper. So this is from the Cheerful Daisies suite, and then the thank you was from the Pansy set, I think, because it was a nice size to go on there. We stamped those in grey granite. And did the cross hatch on there as well from the basics. Okay, but just a nice, it shows you can be so versatile with them, and you can do similar theme but so different. Okay, just by making them smaller. So you've got note cards there, and then the bigger ones on the outside. So I hope you like those. How are we for time? We're 20 to 9. I have got some others that I've been playing with today, but I will be posting those in photos later. Okay, but I think that they make such a nice little cute little card, and just lots of things different to them, but the same overall layout. So I hope you enjoyed those today. I'll bring you back to me. Oops, that one, and then bring you across. There we go. So that was it from me today. Like I say, I've still got a few bits and pieces to do, but I hope you enjoyed those. They are cute. I love them, and there's still loads more that I can make to churn some more out quickly. I will just show you where were the trees. Yes, I will just flash these ones up to you. Excuse my arm coming over the table. This was another one. That I will show you a couple of versions of. I'll bring you back to the table again. Okay. Oh, there we go. So these ones here were another one I did, and these were also from scraps. But these were making triangle trees, but even the offcuts that came off from these that look like triangles, there's a way of doing those. So I might do those another day here in this group, because the other ones are limited audience, but they were cute little note cards as well. A little bit of soft sponging around the side there. So I'll run those through with you another day. But I thought you might like to just see another Christmas card, just in case you're stuck for ideas and need quick ones. Like me. Okay, anyway, I will be back on Wednesday. If you've got any requests, as always, do let me know, and I will see if I can build those in. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. Jane, I sent you a message. Sam, so yeah, just have a look for that. Okay, take care everybody.